But I know the DJ.
Do you?
Welcome to episode 38 of But I Know the DJ, a podcast discussing all things DJing, music, nightlife, business, and pop culture through the unfiltered opinions of host Snacks, a.k.a. the Guatemalan Jerry Springer, powered by Dope Entertainment. We have a full house of guests today, the Entrepreneurs Open Table. Why don't you introduce them all individually? We have Mo from Mo Hookah, who has been intrigued in smoking different flavors for many years and decided to continue taking it to new levels and introducing it to anyone he possibly can. We have Gabi and Jay, owners and operators of La Tiendaa in Malden. At 21 years young, they've been able to scale La Tiendaa and their brand Toromali to the brands that they are today. And Sarah from Focus Gainz LLC, which was formed in 2017 when she was fed up with her medical job. She decided to make her passion a paycheck, creating a personal training, meal prep, fitness, apparel, fitness event, and soon coming fitness app company. Your one-stop shop for fitness. Welcome everybody to the show. Full house. No Danny Tanner. Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing?
Awesome.
Damn, y'all were talking a lot a minute ago. Now y'all shy as hell when the mics are on.
We turned the camera on.
Yeah. So
camera shy, yeah.
And I'm really happy you guys are all here. Pretty well-known entities, I think, just in the local community and beyond, all in different industries and verticals. So it's really, really cool, and I'm excited to hear kind of what you all have to say in terms of your businesses, how you guys kind of ramped up, and where you expect to go to in the future. I want to start with Mo here. Mo Hookah, Hookah, I guess, in New England, in different communities and industries is becoming more and more popular, I feel like, as the days go on. Is that something you saw early, or is that just something that you wanted to pursue from the beginning?
Actually, I never wanted to pursue it. It just happened kind of on its own from friends, and just basically how it started really is I've been smoking hookah since I was 10 years old. And
what's your background? Where's your family?
I'm Lebanese. I was born in Lebanon.
You're Lebanese, right, George?
I was born in Lebanon too.
Oh, really? Where from?
I moved when I was 9.
It's 7.5. Where
Damn.
I was born in Bush Hamoud.
Bush Hamoud, Saad Naid.
Hey, family! Hey, Lebanon in the fucking house.
I knew I liked him. I felt the vibe.
But that's instilled in your culture,
yeah,
right? So
essentially it is because So hookah started 4,000 years ago, and back then it was trading goods across lines, right? In India,
Silk Road type shit, right?
Yeah, so it gets traded and things move from there and on. It obviously as it got escalated and modernized as time went on, and all the other countries that grasped it. Now me, I started just smoking it. I really enjoyed smoking it, and before I would never touch any flavor but one, double apple, and then I kind of started mixing it when I came here. My sister at the time, she was smoking different flavors, so I tried the different flavors there, and then it just expanded on trying all that stuff, but never to ever go into business. I was in car sales, like my job, didn't really care to make more, because I loved doing it. It was kind of a stress reliever after work. I didn't think it was to make it work, right? And we do it in my backyard every day, me and my friends, probably for like 10 years strong, and one day they're like, bro, you really should be, charging us. Yeah. Because you kind of pay for it. I'm like, it's tobacco. It's, we're just hanging out. And it kind of escalated from there, going to Lebanon, seeing that we deliver it there. I'm like, let me deliver it here. COVID hit, so then people started just buying the stuff off of me. And then from there, it just kind of downhill spiraled to more opportunity, because the more I sold, the more product I needed. And the different product I needed, by asking that current person that was providing the product, where do you get that? Do they have different stuff that you don't buy? So meeting the next person who has a bigger warehouse, then the next person who has a bigger warehouse. And they kind of, put in everything together to open a lounge. I got a lounge in Cambridge, and then I let us open a lounge over in Vegas as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's currently operating too. So it's kind of cool. And now people kind of hire us as a third-party contractor.
Right.
For, we don't want to do hookah here. We heard you have really good hookah. So now we do that for Silhouettes in Rhode Island, the strip club.
Yep.
It's a really fun spot too over there.
Yeah.
So that's basically really it. It's just me doing what I love and people asking me about it, kind of really not me trying to push it. Whoever wants to listen, I'll talk. Right, and so far a lot of good people and the right people have been listening, and it's been just a fun journey.
That's dope. And speaking of not really thinking about putting into business, you had your 9 to 5 in a sense. Sarah, you had a similar kind of in your description. You had a medical job. and then decide to leave it to be able to pursue your own business. What was that transition and journey like?
It was kind of scary because I had like the security of a job.
Right.
And then when you pursue like your side hustle and you start going full time, you're like, oh my God, like, can I do it? So like, but I don't know. I took like a leap of faith and it like paid off.
What's been the hardest part about getting that business off its feet?
Just like the grind of getting clients and making a name for yourself and like building from the ground up with like not much support. So I mean, it's like very hard. It's like working, like it's like working like 10 jobs in one, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think how you guys differ, my boys from Tiendaa, is you guys are so young that you didn't necessarily have the security of that career job, whether it be after college or as a quote unquote adult and whatnot. You know, you guys, again, being 21 right now, right? You know, how was that journey for you guys being so young?
That's definitely why I just made that remark to her, because like our parents really didn't support us in the beginning at all.
You guys are both Latino, right?
Latino, yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
They didn't support us.
Imagine me going to my Central American parents being like, hey, I want to DJ. Like, you know what I mean?
Crazy.
And, yeah.
Like, especially I was in the union working a lecture.
Oh, really?
So
Yeah.
I dropped my whole career for this.
Yeah. And they hold you down forever.
My mom was going crazy.
Yeah.
Literally.
And so, you know, having the idea and then getting through to your parents and then proving them wrong, doing it on your own. What was that like?
Yeah, I mean, that was probably the best part, is proving them wrong, just because.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
I'm gonna keep it real, bro. That, like, you know, like, that type of energy, like, fuels you even more. Like, it gives you a fire, like, like a internal flame inside. You know, and when you keep going for it and you keep, like, you don't do it, like, with a malicious intent, but you do it just, like, out of your pure heart, you know, and saying, like, you know what, this person doesn't believe me, it's okay. You know, they're gonna believe me regardless, you know, and just sticking to what you want to do and doing what you love. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna appreciate it regardless over time.
Mm-hmm. And with your 3 different verticals and industries, we have, you know, fitness, fashion, hookah. How has the last 2 years with COVID coming in affected your business, either in a positive way or in a negative way? Anyone?
Well, for me, it was a positive way because I had an outdoor permit and license for hookah, and essentially everybody indoor had to close.
I think it was positive for an outcome, like, overall, but in the beginning, it was definitely, like, tough to change because it was like, damn, do we leave our house and open the business? Like, a lot of businesses were closed, and we were supposed to be closed during lockdown, too. So it was a tough decision, and we kind of opened up.
We stayed open. Like, honestly, like, we saw that every single store was closed, and it was like,
everybody wanted to buy clothes, everything.
We got a bunch of inventory that's just sitting here. Rent still has to be paid.
Right.
You know, we'll just do our own thing, shut the curtains off. That was before we got, like, the gate and all that stuff. Like, we shut the curtains off. We had all these rappers come through blowing, like, 2K, 5K. We had one person blow, like, 15K in a day. And now we started seeing the actual money coming in, and it literally, like, 10x'd our business. It was crazy.
People were getting paid at the time, too.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, it's because there was a point where, at least me, like, I'd still, like, I just started wearing athleisure every day just because, like, I wasn't really doing shit. Like, I was just, like, hanging out in my Crocs every day. So I wasn't really, like, getting fly anymore. But there was other people that I noticed that were, like, getting more fly during COVID.
Because there was a lot of parties going on, and I was delivering to all of them. That's why, let me tell you, I walked into some
He hooked
shit.
me up several times.
So that's something I want to ask you specifically with having you two. You know, you being, you know, so fitness forward, obviously that being your business, is do you stay away from hookah? Do you stay away from drinking, from partying in general, or anything like that?
I like to do the life balance situation. I live by an 80-20 rule. Like 80% clean all the time, you're on your shit, and then 20% indulge.
Yeah, I do the same thing,
like,
just opposite. I do the same thing.
Yeah. I feel like for my mental health, I mean, everyone's different.
Yeah, for sure. But it is important because I feel like, especially when people, maybe I think people maybe avoid personal trainers sometimes because, like, oh, I don't want someone, like, running my life or, you know, being, like, telling me what to do and everything like that. And but you insist that people try and find that balance.
I do, yeah. And I'm not like the drill sergeant type. I'm more of like the guidance. When you want it, come see me, because I'm not forcing you to do something you don't want to do. You're not ready yet.
It's
you know?
essentially you do need, as humans, sometimes we do need direction. People think like you seen it that way, but you think of it as well. What you have to do every day on a daily basis puts you in a comfort zone and puts you in the mindset where this is all the shit that I have to accomplish. Now, to take on another task, you will fail yourself, because rather than not hiring a personal trainer, you might not be doing the right routine, eating the right way. So all that time you're doing is you're wasting it. So if you just pay someone, it's worth more money to pay for. Your time is worth your short period of time in life, right? So it's beneficial to pay that money to better your health. And getting that direction is huge. Now that's essentially how I would look at it, because we do a million other things.
I think people think they're doing the right thing, but they're not. Like, their form's not right. They're not eating like to their macros. They're not getting like the full potential of like. So I think it's more about like educating people.
Exactly.
And then like, and I'm not trying to keep people forever. I'm trying to get you right, your mind right, give you the knowledge so that you can flourish on your own. And like, that's kind of like my goal with people.
And do you specifically market to women only, or both? What's your clientele looking like?
So I'll say like half the people, well, maybe like 40% of the people in my group classes are men, because I do like boot camps and stuff. And then like maybe 25% of my one-on-ones are men. So I don't try to have like a niche, like only women or whatnot. I try to like cater to everyone. I don't want to like limit myself
Sure.
to like a category.
Sure. And with La Tiendaa and Hookah have both brick and mortar locations, right? You know, I don't think people understand on the entrepreneurial level the overhead or the expenses that come kind of on the back end. Can either of you guys kind of speak on that?
Well, every time you put out a problem, like 8 more come. That's like that's like the first one. It's like
best.
Going on here. It's like every time I feel it's endless stuff, because you have so many things into play, right? You have people that are you need to do marketing on that forget, right? You have supplies, things that break, tables, hookahs that are dropped. There's just so many things that come into play out of the blue that you kind of have to have a rainy day fund, or take aside, put money aside, because you never know. If you don't know what it's going to be, that's why it's called an accident, right? And when those accidents come, you have to be prepared. You can't get upset, right? That's the main thing. You know, a lot of people, yes, they are expenses, but you chose to do this. You chose to be here. And so breathe, fix it, move forward.
I believe that also comes down with a level of sacrifice. First starting off, you got to learn how to sacrifice things and know that this is important. You know what I mean? And put in that, like he said, that rainy day fund away for yourself. Like, you should be able to pay your rent 5 months in ahead.
Right.
You know, your employees 3 months in ahead. You know what I'm saying? And always having that balance and being able to, like, you know, have that freedom to be like, okay, I can breathe now. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's super important in business.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And because, you know, there's the management side that not everyone can necessarily be born with, or no matter how many classes you take, I feel like if it's kind of just in you, you know, same with the entrepreneurial mindset, being able to just be on top of yourself, you know, before you can be on top of others, you know what I mean? And, you know, how has kind of dealing with employees, you know, dealing with the different personalities, choosing them, you know, putting them in those certain positions, has that been difficult for you? How has that been an easy transition as you dealt with people kind of internally?
Definitely got to know people's personality traits from the beginning. Definitely got to read people.
You definitely have to read energy. Also, like, if you're having a bad day, you can't bring that energy to them, because then they're going to have a bad day. You know, if sales is the direct transfer of energy, how are you going to make your customers feel as well? You know, picking your staff is the most important thing. You have to know them from top to bottom. You know, when they're lying, you know, when they're, you know, really doing something. Are they being productive? Are they worth the time value that you're putting into them and paying them? Are they worth that? You know, it's like, is it worth it for me to give you this certain amount for me to be outside doing what I have to do on the side? Is it worth it, or still things going well? Our business, I think, is a little bit easier than most, because he sells, like, you know, glassware, you know, that could break easily. You know, shoes like us, we'll probably just have a mismatch, you know, and if that happens too often, that means you're being careless in the business. Carelessness can't be had because problems and all that.
The difficulty of employees with anything is you have your passion, right? It's your passion. You're selling your passion. You're pushing your passion. and you kind of, most entrepreneurs are going to have the mindset, whoever is in my way is getting out, right? And that might sometimes might not be the best, but again, the way I see it, I help everybody once. I can't be nobody's father, right? I live by a very sacred thing. Like, I help you once, I cannot help you any further if you cannot help yourself, right? So I try to instill that in everything I do, because that way I don't feel bad, because I don't grow the relationship beyond that. And if it's you have to part ways, you have to part ways, because at the end of the day, you're going to go get another job. I can't go open another business. So at the end, this is right here. I eat from this.
Right.
I sleep from this. You know what I mean? you can quit. You could get fired. You could go get another job. So if you're in my way, you're not going to be. And I'm sorry if that hurts your feet. I'm sorry if it hurts anyone, right? Unfortunately, but I got to think of me, because at the end of the day, I'm going to go to bed alone. I'm going to wake up alone. I got to eat alone. So, and if you're not here and you see a better job tomorrow, you're like, oh, now I can't, I can't never put that responsibility on you to instill my passion in you, so because you're not going to benefit like me. So I can't expect that from you. So I will never have animosity. Next, it's fine. It's okay.
That's facts.
It's all right.
That's crazy.
I got you. No problem. So that's how I treat it. I got no problem. I get it. You might open your own business, whatever. I get, because I did it.
Right.
I wouldn't, like, when people
You left the car sales.
I left the car sales.
You weren't as passionate into cars as the owner was.
Correct.
Yeah.
Now I'm passionate in this. I have an employee who works very, very, very hard for me, and she has her own lash company, and I'm more than happy to give her that. She's like, can I have this time off? I'm like, why don't you work it? You're taking a lot. She's like, it's honestly for my clients. I'll make more money. Bet, take it off. Because she's hustling. She does not let me down. Lash me on Instagram, give her a shout out, and she's very heavily into her business. So I have no problem with that. So I work with and when I make more money, they make more money. I pay them, I try to keep that energy, because yes, it's my passion, but you got to give them a reason to stay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And money really keeps everyone.
Form of appreciation.
It's a form of appreciation, because that's what you're doing it for. Because money, a lot of people see it, it's, but it's not everything. It's materialistic. Unless you're really going to grow your own cattle and garden, you still need it to eat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So based off of, that's how I see employees.
Sarah, kind of hearing their perspective in terms of employees or brick and mortar businesses, how does that differ from you, or maybe what are some of the stresses you have that differ from theirs?
I've hired people, because I own a meal prep company. So like I've hired people, and for me, it's just a hard time finding good quality people. I think that people, obviously you set the bar high because it's your vision and it's your whole everything is your baby, and other people obviously don't like. You hope they feel that way, but at the end of the day, they don't have the same attachment.
It's never going to be the same perspective. Yeah.
So I don't know. I just have high standards because I'm a perfectionist and I like things a certain way. So it's hard for me to like have staff, keep staff, but I find that I'm doing a lot of things myself, and I know that things are, because I'm like running everything myself. Like I'm running a full meal prep company that does 200 meals every week, and then like I have 10 clients, and then I have group classes, and I'm doing like mad different stuff. Like the sacrifice I make is my sleep and my my health, but because I have a standard, and I rather kill myself than let someone drag my quality down.
And that's that entrepreneurial kind of passion that I feel like is becoming a pattern across all three businesses here. What's up? Sorry, what?
No, I say you evolve.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I did want to again, just opening it up now to anyone, the power of social media, and how has that either kind of impacted you negatively, whether it be kind of internally or to the business, or how has it impacted you positively?
Awesome. It's free marketing.
Well, so for someone like you, it's so aesthetic, your business, right? Yeah. It's literally, how do I look and feel better, right?
Yes.
In a sense. I mean, I'm probably generalizing it.
There's a lot of
right.
pretty food pictures, a lot of like motivational stuff.
And you as the trainer, how can I trust you if you're not looking right? You know what I'm saying? Like, how am I going to listen to you? You know what I'm saying?
That's another thing. Right? On top of like running all these businesses, it's like, oh, I got to work out too to maintain like, yeah.
And so I think, as you being a woman and your business kind of revolving you at the center. It's you and your body, right? Because like I said, if you're not looking right, people are gonna be like, I don't know if I want to buy into her because she's,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Example of your business.
Yeah,
Your body
exactly.
is your business card.
Yeah, so
like, you can't help yourself, but you're supposed to help me.
exactly. So how have you been? Has that been difficult to balance as just like, showing off your body or anything, being a woman on social media? Has that been
I do, but like not, I think it helps because like I'm pretty on point with that. That's not an issue for me. I eat clean 80% of my days. Like I'm always posting. Like I feel like because I walk the walk. Like it's not hard for me. It's easy for me to sell my product because it consumes my life. You know, it's like who I am.
That's how it should be, honestly.
Yeah.
That's like I find myself. We wear Yeezys, kicks. People see us walking down the street. They're like, "Oh, where'd you get those?" You know what I mean? We're naturally a walking billboard every day. You know what I mean? Wearing our own brand. People are like, "Where'd you get that shirt?"
And so you're talking about you guys' individual, let's say Instagrams versus the Instagram of the actual business.
It's like both.
Both.
Both
Guerrilla marketing is just as important as Instagram. I feel like.
Elaborate.
Like guerrilla marketing, meaning like people to people, talking people to people. Like, I feel like people in Boston got to know our name because we're out in the mix talking to people, not just because of social media, but definitely the social media presence boosts our business like in a whole nother level. I can definitely say that.
As I feel like as people shop online more, and then you have the brick and mortar still that's local within New England. Is there a different way or a certain way that you have to approach the marketing or the Instagram of the brick and mortar business versus you guys as individuals?
Well, definitely overall, I would say that with like sneakers and clothes, it's really hard for me to buy something online because me as a person who really likes like the texture of the cloth, like what I'm wearing, trying it on, is it comfortable? Because I'm not gonna wear a pair of McQueens all day if they're not comfortable. I'd much rather wear Roshis for the day and have the money in my pocket, So to have the shoe physically obtainable in your hand, to try it on, it's like a whole different like thing.
It's an experience.
It's a convenience factor.
Yeah, it's a convenience factor.
A lot of people still prefer that than
A
ordering
lot, yeah.
online.
Yeah, definitely.
Like they rather just pop in if they can,
Especially with clothes.
I can never buy sneakers online.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah,
doesn't make
I've never
sense to me.
have, honestly.
We always have people coming in that are buying online. There's people that buy online and they literally come in and like, can I try the shoe on to see my size? Like,
No.
I'll tell you our number.
I wouldn't let what?
And then to order online.
Yeah, that's to order online. I'm like,
I'll tell you that our number one thing.
It's gonna stink.
Our number one thing is size swaps for people. We charge $50 for a size swap because
It's genius.
now, if I have a size 9, I know size 9 is popping. At the end of the day, size 9 is
It's the
me.
sample size, right?
I'm a size 9. So at the end of the day, I could just take it off the shelf and wear it if I really want to. But now if you bring me a size 5 and a 7, I got to take that potential client that's already coming for the 9, maybe already on their way, and now you have to pay me for that time.
And it's a harder size to sell.
It's a harder size to sell.
Wow.
Now that's the problem with online. People don't listen. We tell people, yo, the Yeezy slides run super small. Oh, nah, I'm a size 7 and everything. Okay. And then they come back and want a size 9. So it's
That's
like,
100% true. 11 and 10 and a half in Yeezys is night and day for me.
the Yeezys, everything runs small because
Yeah, it's
the
like, what the
manufacturing. Manufacturing's different.
Made in China.
It's in China, yeah. Chinese
It is?
side.
Wow.
Yeezys
Yeah,
made in China?
But that's shit that I've never thought about though. Like that's so your shop, is it consignment as well?
we do a portion of consignment. Like, if we know that the item is moving for us,
Yeah.
we'll buy it, but if we know that it'll take like a couple weeks or like a couple days longer than
Average
we will,
sneakers that we bulk up on.
we'll consign it.
Only dead stock or
No, we
Mostly.
do both. We do both. We do buy, sell, trade all day.
word?
But going back to Instagram and stuff like that, Instagram is the best tool on the planet, just because like you can reach anybody across the world. Like, I see when like if Mo, like, what's this? I think Mo one time or one of our friends shared somebody named Habibi or something. Yeah, like, just people in general that if I see them follow, like this morning I followed somebody from Greece. And then I went on their Instagram and followed everybody they followed.
He reposts
So
a
now
lot of
I'm
my
already-
country stuff that I follow too now. Like, he'll be reposting a lot of my Lebanon posts too, which is pretty cool. And like, highlighting. It's just word of mouth is so fucking crazy. Like the bombings and the sad stuff. like hits his agenda, the people on his agenda hit it, and they might not be Muslim, Lebanese, Arabic, Middle Eastern, whatever it is, and then it, it opens more of a world view. Maybe they sign the petition. Right now the petition states more than Arabic people. It seems like every race is trying to help here. And then it shows the beauty side of it, not the consistent stuff that they show us. So you get to see the pretty side of my countries in the Middle East and that area of the world, which is huge, right? It's a Spanish person, have nothing to do with it, right? Like it's that simple, and then we argue over it.
That's the power, overall power.
Media.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
If I think about it, like if I followed all those people from Greece this morning, I follow about 30 people. If I share Mo's picture on my Instagram and one of them follows Mo, that's one person. Now, what if they got 10,000 followers? 10% of that is what, 1,000? 1% is 100. You know what I'm saying? Now you got a whole team building in Greece, a whole network, and then worldwide it goes to Milan. Tomorrow he gets called on a PJ. Yo, I need your hookah.
Yeah.
The best thing in the world. I need it.
It's like that little kid in Palestine.
Send the jet.
See that send the jet.
I love it.
You see the little kid in Palestine during the bombings and all the killings made a fucking rap video, and it was fire. It was
really
a really good rap video. Over 400,000 followers. Fat Joe, Rick Ross, everybody shot him out. The kid that literally, it's crazy because, I know that part of life. Walking by, destroyed houses, like their family, no food, no water, no nothing. And now just because of that little video, to think about this has been going on for thousands of years, hundreds of years, and not what
People
the
are
power
recognizing
now
it
can
now,
do compared to before, where those nobody got help. Now, even if 1% gets help or one kid, that's more than enough, right? It's just one life. Crazy. Social media
shines
does.
light on dark places. Like what people cannot see.
How much business do you guys get from social media? Like what percentage?
Like 90%. 90%.
Yeah.
Wow.
I get like probably like 70%, I think.
Where's the other 30 come from?
I think like word of mouth and like just like yeah, I would say that word of mouth and just people knowing who I am.
Mo?
Word of mouth, 50% in social media. It's 50-50 for me for both, because when I first started, I can't advertise. So I'm grandfathered in as a hookah lounge. I'm able to buy hookah tobacco, but it's illegal in Massachusetts to purchase for retail consumption. So it cannot be advertised, even though that you're grandfathered in, because it's kind of like a generic block.
Can't be advertised online or
On social media, online, or anything.
in Massachusetts only.
Correct. I can't run ads on
Such
it.
a cock blocker.
Well, I was gonna say
That's
like
so greedy.
so I work in digital marketing, so I kind of semi understand like the restrictions on social media and kind of like the really stupid laws and stuff, especially on ads and stuff like that. It's really stupid, especially on Facebook, which owns Instagram. Like Facebook has gotten so I don't even know the word, like just very granular with like picking and choosing, like whether it comes to the language. I remember I had this client. It was I have this sex therapist client. I have a day job, and sex therapist, and called Infinite Intimacy, right? And because of the wording of the name, like running ads for her is like the hardest thing, because like they think it's like too sexual. Like the name is too sexual, so like anything.
Freedom of speech.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like it just starts like they start finding these like lines and holes of it's just like we'll try and run an ad for her, and then Facebook's like, yeah, like this is like we had to like take out her name, and like then we have to reword everything in a certain way for like the ad to be approved, and then like it's mad annoying.
Yeah, but they got Alexis Texas sponsoring her. OnlyFans, going crazy.
And you got Cardi
Makes
B
no
when the
sense.
Grammys with her kids sitting there just singing wet ass pussy. But I can't put hookah tobacco on Instagram. I got nothing against her. I just want hookah tobacco. I ain't talking shit. I just want hookah tobacco on it. Like, that's what I want.
Hey, honestly, I look at it as a good thing because you don't have to rely on Instagram. To
I
make
don't,
money.
but like I
You know
don't.
what I mean?
But
can
But you
make
could
money
use it.
without Instagram.
You could use it.
cool. I want to promote. Like, I want to see
We'll just
my
get you a
ad.
billboard real quick.
For real, I'm about to just like fucking wrap my
you could
car.
just do smoke blowing, right? Like
No, did they decline that?
He's tried. Yeah, he's
They
tried.
just shut down my website. I just had to beg.
Oh,
them.
really?
Yeah, bro. It's like, bro.
Wow.
Like it's
tobacco.
tobacco. Yeah, y'all saw Bud, bro. Like the government's whatever. Like,
So
like, what?
but so the Massachusetts rules just on hookah in general are pretty strict.
Yeah.
Right. I'm sure you know more than I do in terms of why. I mean, Massachusetts in general has really
No,
stupid
actually,
rules for a
no,
lot of
that
shit.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Because let's put it out there. Y'all just want to sell more cigarettes.
Yeah.
It's facts. That's
You know?
But
Yeah.
Wow.
But you can obviously advertise like a video of you, like somebody smoking hookah,
No.
right? No?
No, they decline it.
Like visuals, even visuals,
Even
they will
visuals.
decline. Like you can like the copy of it, like the actual words will say nothing about smoking, hookah, anything like that. But if the visual has it too, they can detect it.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That algorithm is crazy.
Bro,
Yeah.
I posted one of my
called
employees.
God's eye.
She's 20 years old, and they blocked the video because she said she was underage. I'm like, how'd y'all know she was 1 year under the limit?
It's crazy.
They're watching.
It's crazy.
The
Just
government
like
knows
when the ads
everything.
pop up
And
when you're
everything.
talking about something and the ads pop up.
I-
Like,
I-
they
listening to
know.
Bro, I thought about food, and I got a text from Uber Eats. I thought about it. I didn't say shit.
It's scary. I don't know what they put in that vaccine
I almost
shot.
pulled over.
I didn't take it yet.
I ain't taking that shit.
Me either.
Yo, Mo, I have a very specific question for you. So you being Lebanese, it's hookah's been in Lebanese culture for years, hundreds, thousands of years.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you how long, but definitely.
So, but I think a lot of people might tie hookah with Dominican culture these
they
days.
Do. They do.
Is that like is there like any beef around that with like the Middle Eastern countries or like?
It's just so prominently owned by Middle Eastern countries. It's not something. It's like a conversation to have,
I'll
because
say imitation is the highest form of flattery.
That's what I mean. Like I feel like
Yeah.
I think like so in the DJ world, like if there's a like a Hispanic DJ playing like mad dance hall events and like only doing like dance hall and Afrobeat shit and like they're the only non-black person in the room, like start getting called like a culture vulture or whatever that, or like a white DJ playing only Latin shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's just kind of if there's any like not
There's-
issue, but like if there's a
there's
conversation like that.
There has been, and it's non-comparable because of the fact that they're educated. Like she's made a point, you got to educate yourself on everything you do. Like when I go to my weed guy to buy weed, I don't know what the fuck he's smoking, right? What are you smoking? Because you got it, right? Same thing with me. I've been smoking for 20 years, and I took the step of being a connoisseur of indulging in tobaccos. I'm wearing a Zomo hat, so shout out to Zomo America, sponsored by them. They're a tobacco company, so I try to try everything based off of what it is. If you go into the Dominican world, it's a Maya hookah, quick lights with mint and tinfoil. I'm just being honest. It's just everywhere you
Nah,
go.
he's not lying though.
It's every
You ask
single
him any
club.
hookah flavor, he'll tell you.
I tell
exactly
you,
what's
I
in
tell
it.
you,
Mo got
but
the
they don't
best
know.
hookah in the world.
They don't know the flavors. They don't know the mixes. They burn the tobacco. They don't boil it. So if you really want to talk about original hookah, it's opium. It's opium and tobacco. It's Doha. It started in India. So I give you a comparison and analogy to give you an understanding of the idea of hookah. Once you go into, like, let's say you go into an Italian household, they eat a lot of bread, cheese, right? They have a shot called Fernet Branca. It's dark liquor. It's to make you belch, right? And then you're ready for dessert. And then you have the dessert wine, right? Because they're out.
It's
They
culture.
drink.
It's
So you go over to the Indian world, whether it's Muslims or that there's no drinking, so they smoke tobacco. So then, let's mix it with Doha, where the spliff starts from. But it's not weed. Doha's opium, pure opium, not chemicalized. Obviously, the plant grown from the ground as if it were to be marijuana. So that goes into, instead of smoking out of a pipe, let's try this water bowl, filtration. It, consumes there. It builds, and goes from there. So, and it becomes very intricate. There's hookahs that, smoke with vapor. You could do paste, all these different things, but the original hookah, that's how it started. No flavor, no nothing. Just the plant with opium and a coal on top. No tin foil, no boiling, heat managing system, nada. If you want to talk about real hookah, there's no flavoring, right? You throw up. Not one person, not even me. I did it. I smoked it. Done. Adios. See you later. You're not handling it. So then to come here, they kind of grasped it, I want to say 2014, 15, and that's the only flavor that was presented to them because of the laws of what, can come in here and what they have access to. So that's what they got used to. That's why you don't see it growing outside that community. Have you seen it grow out the Spanish community? No. Why? Because certain people like quality. That's become a thing to do at the party for them, right? Because there's dancing more involved in those parties. It's more of a fiesta. You go to the other hip hop party, it's more like a smoking weed thing. So it didn't expand really there so much. So that's what it needs to do by introducing different flavors. Because not a lot of people like menthol. Because if you look at what they're smoking a Fronto, a backwood that's flavored by honey bourbon, by honey, all these different types of flavoring that's outside of mint and menthol. That's a very strong, prominent taste.
What's that 66 flavor?
It's passion fruit, watermelon, mint.
Okay, because I
menthol,
feel
yeah.
like that's the new wave right now.
That's actually been the wave.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
very old.
Yes, Sarah.
Okay. Oh, we're about
I don't know.
I've been living under a rock.
No, I don't know
apparently.
any. I am staring at Mo.
No, that honestly.
I am honestly, I respect you a lot
That explains-
because like you talking about like hookah connoisseur or connoisseur. Like I think like if anyone who listens to this, are like I can talk about DJing and music for hours. I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's my passion. And you sitting here and being like, yo, like I'm about this hookah life and whatever, like you're about that hookah life, bro.
I love it.
No, he
don't
is.
know that
yeah.
history
That
and
explains.
everything.
That
You just went off and I was just staring at you and I'm just like, yo, like I just learned so much.
Yeah.
I just learned so
No,
much.
by him and even having that experience, smoking that hookah and knowing all
Yeah.
that you know is exactly why your business is where it is. It's
Yeah,
smoke hookah.
it really is. I've tried it. I've not tried it all, but I've closed too, and I'm still learning.
Mm.
You know, a lot of people they're like, oh, this is coming out. I'm like, but still, the originality of actually the true hookah tobacco, not the paste, not all these different things, the liquid, the vapes, the craves, the this, the jewels. To me, that's not real smoking. To me, it's dangerous. What the fuck you mean you smoking liquid? I get tobacco is dangerous too, but like liquid, you smoking liquid. That never made sense to me. So even my weed and my hookah, I'm very consistent in what I do. I'm a creature of habit. I smoke them the same way. I cut it the same way. You know what I mean? I pay attention to it. I don't even use grinder for my weed. I use specific scissors for my tobacco. And you know, like she's a perfectionist. I've dumped out all the bowls that someone's made, like 10 of them. And it's not to be mean. It's to be like, bro, this is my experience of selling, right? It's my passion. It's what I love. It's how this is the way it needs to be. That's not, going back to all those hookahs that are all those clubs with the Mayas, their bowls last 30 minutes. My clients come in and I give them a free
Lasts
refill.
an hour.
And they're really not getting
4
a refill.
hours.
4 hours.
That shit's busting for hours, baby.
Let me be honest with you. When I'm smoking,
even
I could
changing
get
the
3.5 hours. Because once you're smoking with multiple people, the way you smoke, she smokes, he smokes, everybody smokes different. So you may rip harder on the bowl, and then she may rip lighter. So you're really not keeping a consistent heat. Heat management is very important in tobacco and smoking it. On the consistency on how you're burning the tobacco. A lot of people don't get that. People that do, rip on it, and then some people that might lightly hit it. You have to keep a consistent flow on how you burn it. You see what I'm saying? So that
Wow.
takes impact, and that gives it longevity of getting the bowl to last.
Nah, that makes sense.
You see
It's like science.
It's like
It's all science.
yeah, it's heat. Right?
Yeah.
Nah, that makes sense.
I like you, bro. We've met multiple
like-
times.
Yeah, but we've never
talked. But we never talked. Yeah. I fuck with you, bro. I fuck with you. I want to talk to my La Tienda guys. So you guys are online, right?
Yep.
Brick and mortar, and now we're getting on wheels,
Wheels.
right? What's the plan and what's the kind of breakdown on that?
So we just bought a 2021 Sprinter van cargo, extended height like roof, so we can stand up in it. We're gonna do like hardwood floors. We're trying to put removable shelves,
Rolls Royce top.
Rolls Royce top, stars on the ceiling, TV on the wall,
Little champagne bar.
satellite up
everything.
top. You know what I mean?
So we can be on the go 24/7.
And so the goal is to deliver, or just to be a store, not like a moving store.
It's to do deliveries because now we just started doing bulk to a lot of shops. So we figure that everybody, when you start a business, bro, and like people feel like you're gonna step on toes, they start to hate. You know what I'm saying? But love always overpowers hate, bro. So no matter what, like we're gonna work with different shops. You guys need this inventory because Boston is super dry with inventory. Might as well mix inventory. If you got something I need, I'll give you something you need all the time. So we're doing a lot of bulk orders, but
Also, going state to state. We want to go to
State.
Florida, all different states, expose our name to different places. Do little mobile pop-up shops for people locally if they want to rent out the van themselves. High influencers who want us to pull up to their houses, private shopping.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
give me a list of the things that you want and the price range you want to spend, and we'll load the van up with all that credentials. We want to do the reason why I said removable racks is so we can do a party van in the nighttime if we wanted to use it. Mo come through with the hookah, set it up for my peoples. You know what I'm saying? So we have a lot of creative ideas that you can actually use this van with.
That's fire. And it is getting like a chain in a sense, like getting multiple locations across the country or beyond the goal.
Exactly, yeah. Because
It's a
eventually
stepping
over
stone for
time,
us.
yeah, definitely a
Definitely
stepping stone. We want to be able to go global one day. You know, so be open in Paris, Germany, you know, Tokyo, Hawaii, all these places. You know, so we have to start letting people know that we're here. Ultimately, also it's a good tax write-off too.
That too, but at the end of the day, success always spreads. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So we started from the core. We're from Malden. That's why we actually opened the business in Malden. So we figured where we know the most people, we'll start. You know what I'm saying? Because the success, like I said, is gonna spread city to state to country. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if we can get all these gather of people to follow us and, you know, get on board with what we're doing, we're able to blow up bigger. You know what I mean? Much faster. So.
I was I googled you guys, and I found this article about a robbery that happened recently.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
We just did an interview on that actually.
Yeah, how would you know, how did you bounce back? How did you react just as business owners? What was kind of that experience like for you guys?
Like I said, I mean, okay, you can say what your point of view.
I mean, the only thing we really heard about it was our time lost. You know, because time is so precious, bro. You know, we put so much time into it. You know, like how he said, like he left a job with 6 figures on the line and a pension that was already set. You know what I'm saying? So now he's taken himself out of that beautiful position to, you know, work on our dreams together. You know, so now losing all that time, that's what hurt me the most. And to see all the people, you know, one of our friends starting a GoFundMe for us, you know, to help us, you know, enhance our security. We had over $15,000 raised. You know, we lost about $15K worth of clothing. Thank God we took out, you know, most of the sneakers and stuff like that. But I would say the most challenging part was probably just the time, honestly, at the end of the day, yeah.
Honestly, yeah. Like he said, probably the time. I mean, it was more not like challenges, more sad.
Yeah.
If you ask me, it was more of a sad case. But I look at it as like we can't focus on that. We got to focus on what we can go do next. So, you know, like we said, when the people did the GoFundMe for us in the city, we went and, you know, spent that money on hiring our security. You know what I mean? Putting a gate in the front of the building so we wouldn't have to worry about these things in the future. So we can sleep at night with peace. You know what I mean? Knowing that we have a lot of money in that building. You know what I'm saying? And that's what was important to us.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And because I think that is a harsh reality for businesses, whether it be, you know, hookah, whether it be, you know, if there's physical product, right? That's the thing that someone's stealing, whether it's like breaking in after hours or just during business hours, or someone's just trying to like take a chain or whatever. You know what I mean?
And it's something like you said about physical product. Certain things you just can't replace. You know, certain pieces, certain things you have, you can't just replace it. And money can't buy that. You know what I'm saying? That's the difficult part.
And I would say there was, even though it was a whole sad situation, no bullshit, bro, it was kind of whack because it's like when you
Malicious.
see all these, it's
malicious.
very malicious, bro. Because like you see all these big brands like LV get hit, you see all these like, you know, like concepts, you know, and it's crazy, bro, because you see the people, and you know, but you as a human being can't say nothing. You feel me? And like that was a hard part too, saying that, because we ain't no snitch, bro. I'm not gonna say nothing.
Seeing people
you know,
like doing things, participating in that.
You feel me? And I think it brought me a smile though too. Why? Two things it brought me a smile. I really realized that, you know, they took all of our clothing. You know, the worst part is that Jay just got a brand new credit card for us, and he used it to get us about 150 tees for our first merch drop ever, and they stole all the tees.
Wow.
But to see a homeless guy in Mattapan wear our Latina shirt that I know I didn't give him,
That's what you felt happy about.
that I felt happy because I'm like, damn, he probably needed that shirt. You know what I'm saying? And another thing was that to see that it's almost a form of compliment. To see like a brand like LV get hit and you get hit, it's kind of like, whoa, now you're kind of comparing me to this former level.
They wanted it that bad.
They wanted it that bad. It's like
To come out their way to a small city outside of Boston, that has nothing to do with, like,
no one knows about
Nobody.
Malden like that,
Yeah.
bro.
You know what I
When you
mean?
ask people, like, we say we from Boston. We don't
Right,
you know,
right,
most
right.
of the time, people are like, Malden, what is
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Well, it's on the Off-White Converse you're wearing. Oh, that's what that is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really know what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. And the part, you know, they took a risk, a big risk, right? You get caught, you get, you know.
Craziest thing is we were supposed to be there, chilling, eating pizza,
whole night.
partying the whole night. If we was there, bro, I think it would have been way worse.
Did they find the person? Or?
No, they never found anybody.
Wow.
the COVID, bro. Everyone's wearing masks.
Yo, it's crazy you say that because
You're not gonna know nobody.
there was a day, there was a random, I was like at like a Walgreens getting like, I don't know, food or some shit, like getting like a snack or something like that. And I had like gone into one of the aisles, and there was a person who was like coming the opposite way, like wearing his mask, obviously, and he had a hood, and he just looked mad sketchy. And I was, and it was a moment where I was like, yo, like anyone like these days could just run up on anything, and it's just like you just can't tell. Like
everyone's wearing freaking the whole mask.
Because before COVID, if someone like pulled up with like a bandana or like a mask, you knew that they were gonna do some shit. You know what I mean? And like you look at it and be like, yo, some shit's about to pop off, and it's like everyone's like that. I had a very distinct moment where I thought that.
I missed the mask. As soon as they told us we could take it off, I was like, wow, I kind of miss just not having to worry about anyone. I'd wear my fucking hat, and wear my mask. I looked like I was robbing the place, but I wasn't. But it felt good. Just I don't know. I enjoyed it.
Like,
my problem
my
is
makeup now.
My problem, my problem is that breathing with that mask on all day. You're breathing your CO2 in all day.
Yeah, working out in the mask was
that
tough.
was terrible.
Yeah.
You're killing yourself faster than you think.
Like cardio in that mask.
Bad.
No way.
Mm-hmm. And I know that your work. I mean, you have 50 different parts of your business, but one of them that you mentioned before we were recording was massage guns.
Oh yeah, so I have like a lot of products. So the thing about me is I brand the hell out of my company. So like what I'm wearing right now is like
that's you?
That's me. Like I have like 20 matching sets. I have like I have resistance bands, water bottles, tons of accessories, and my latest drop, which is coming out next week, right before Labor Day. I'm dropping a massage gun. And that's pretty huge for me. I've been working on the protocol for like a year now, and I finally found the one that I want to like represent Focus Gainz. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited. There's 60 speeds. There's 4 different heads.
Woo!
It's gonna.
So I run a lot.
Inside all day. Just
I run a lot.
The gun. Oh, okay, yeah. So
and so like.
You got a lot of knots in your legs.
Yeah, like that shit. Yo, so I have a shot that like I got from like Amazon like last year or some shit, right? The like, yo, it hurts so good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you'll be sore. Like I get like really sore quads when I run, and I used to get really bad shin splints. And like that shit would just like take everything. In the moment, I'd be like,
it hurts while you're doing it. It hurts after it's like,
it fixes like everything. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Massage guns are gonna pop in. So
what are you gonna do for the name of it, the brand?
So my brand is called Focus Gainz.
Okay, so it's gonna be under.
So this is Focus Gear, like the clothes.
Focus Gear, dope.
And then the meal prep is Focus Fuel.
This is gonna be
Focus Gainz is like the personal training, the group classes, all that. And so that's
be Focus Gun.
So that's what I'm wondering. Is it gonna be Focus Tech?
It just has my logo on it. Okay. So I guess it's a part of the Focus Gear, like
it's like an umbrella of the whole business.
Yeah, it's just a product.
Why Focus? Like, why was that the?
My name has always been Sarah is Focused. Like for like the past forever, like 10 plus before I was in personal training. So I took that word and I just kind of like knew that like that would be like the name of my company, especially with like working out and stuff like that. Like you gotta have a certain level of focus to like achieve your goals or whatever you're going after. So focus is the core word of like
everything that you do.
Yeah.
Yo, if y'all slam that damn door one more time, I swear to God. And you guys like La Tiendaa, like how you guys stylize it with the double A's, right?
That's a Dominican thing. You gotta always put the double A's.
Oh, really? That's a Dominican thing?
Yeah, I did it as in like Dominicans in general. Un poquito serajado. Like we just. Like,
y'all are just your own.
Yeah,
I can't believe there's an entire island of just you guys. I have Dominican friends and I stare at them and I'm like, there's an island of you guys. Like y'all just on your own flow.
Just honestly, just because like it's kind of like the little joke behind it.
You
know what I'm saying, like Dominicans like to exaggerate things, so like La Tiendaa.
Yeah. But then it shows that it's Dominican, like it's Dominican owned. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's dope.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
The store.
La Tiendaa is literally the store.
Sorry, I'm not Spanish.
Yeah, literally the store.
But it's like has an Asian theme to it as well.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Lettering is.
Yeah. That's dope. Yeah, it's one of those things because like even like with Bajamundo like doing La Bodega, like sometimes like just making it so obvious. you know, in terms of the name, is kind of like dope in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's been working
The
out
name
for
for
you.
us too is like La Tienda means a store, like we said, so it could be pretty much anything. It could turn into a supermarket in the future.
Yeah.
But I like how you left it open for
Exactly. That's where like because
For
businesses
evolution.
constantly got to evolve every 5-10 years. You know, you can look at many different businesses that are constantly evolving. Like we was talking about this yesterday, like Mercedes, McDonald's, all these big brands that constantly evolve. They're changing their signs, they're changing their emblems, they're constantly evolving. And if you don't evolve a business, you get left behind, you know.
I feel like you do that with all your with your furniture too.
Furniture, we're constantly
that.
remodeling.
Yeah, constantly.
Today you put up to like Celsius. They always sell their furniture and put new stuff in. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's
I feel
dope.
like it's supposed to be like a
people
marketplace. Like a marketplace. One day we'll
Yeah,
be
you sell
selling
everything.
hookahs made by Mo.
Yeah, I know that's right.
So the pop-ups that you guys do, what are they for? Are they for a specific brand collabs? Like what's
Locals, a bunch of locals.
Local brands, like shout out to our friend Stadium. Like that was like
First
the
one that we did.
first brand to like believe in us off the rip. Like we love them. That's our big bros. You know what I'm saying?
That caused a domino
Curb
effect
shop.
with a bunch of different locals that wanted to do the same thing. Especially like we also do like some like meet and greets, certain artists, like people come in the city, we give them a platform that they can use, you know what I mean?
We started doing that. That's one thing. Like we travel a lot to like Miami and stuff like that to go meet like all these big influencers. Like our friend J Vision. You know, like we meet all the people from the hotels. We're constantly networking with them because like you always gotta start, you know, building. I find it like, you know what I love about business in general. The best, like the number one thing I love is that I treat it like GTA. It's crazy. It's crazy to sound, right? But I treat it just like that because in GTA, you literally have to go everywhere to unlock the map. So it's kind of like your business. You have to literally go everywhere, bro.
That's
like
deep.
no bullshit. Like
wow, that was deep.
you have to find
That
the
was
loopholes,
very
like
deep.
also, that's what I love, bro. It's like finding new people, like
Fucking gotta go to San
diversifying.
We know where your story is up in
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in the hills.
I know
I'm
what you're
on Grove
doing.
Street in San Andreas.
I got the 20 car
Wow.
garage. It's lit.
Wow,
Flying the PJ in that one.
that was a crazy analogy
Yeah.
that I really really like actually. And so Mo, like, I feel like, you know, if someone's like thinking of like a hookah business, right? It's like it's the spot you go do hookah, you leave. Maybe in a sense, in a very generalized baseline
Where it
sense.
started, yes. The
And
way
so-
it started, basically,
Yeah.
you go to a hookah lounge, sit. So if you in the Middle East where it started, that means you're gonna play cards, have tea, and smoke hookah. And you're gonna have a snack or food or whatever they have to provide for entrees.
And so with you specifically, and I think what's helped you grow so much and so fast is kind of putting yourself in places that other hookah businesses aren't, right? And trying to just diversify and be unique, right? What are some of those steps that you've taken and why, and what has kind of been the most successful for you?
Word of mouth. Every chance I got to speak about hookah, I let people stare at me like you did. Every chance. Every chance. Put me in front of it. Like put me in, coach. Please. Please. Literally.
I remember the first time I went to your hookah spot, and you gave me the whole history and breakdown of
Everybody.
hookah, and I like felt good smoking it because I was like, oh wow, I know what's in here. Like
Father Hookah.
Yeah.
Yep. You know what I did is every club you go to, they bring it out like this, right? I made people wait. I explained to them first. I made them watch me make it. I had them watch me make it. Anticipation is real, right? It's you go on a date. You want to get to know a girl. The anticipation, the more she leads you on to get to know her, the better it feels. The more you get to know, the more you put time in, right? Same thing with everything, right? The more, literally, you make people anticipate something. You give them a reason. You grasp them. You bring them in. You make sure they're listening. You have them ask questions. You ask them questions. You got to sell yourself. You got to give them a reason, right? You got to give them a reason to come, a reason to stay, a reason to come back. So you got to consistently be doing that. Anywhere you are, you got to give a reason people to listen to you, right? You're on a podcast. If I'm out, you got to make me listen to you, because if I listen to you now, I'm like, wow, I want to go on this podcast. I want to listen to him more. But if I don't really want to listen to you, am I going to go on your podcast? Probably not, right? So that's what I try to consistently do with everyone, is just get them to listen to me, and I listen to them. You know what I mean? You got to room for them speaking, room for you speaking, and that's what I try to implement with hookah everywhere I go. I'll be on a plane first, and I usually have my laptop with me. If you're sitting next to me, you're gonna hear about what I'm doing.
That's a fact.
That's
You're
good
gonna
though.
hear, and I want to hear about what you're doing. Like, what are you doing? Where are you going? You know what I mean? I was on the plane going to Vegas to a convention. I ended up the people on the plane. I kept eyeing them. I was like trying to talk to them. Met them at the convention. They had a booth. They knew my boy. Got linked up with them. They got a warehouse party. Boom. Right. So like I'm always trying to get to figure out what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
Who are you?
networking and
Why? I want to understand everything. That's a lot of people. You know, get annoyed with me because I ask a lot of questions. I'm like, no, I need to know everything. That's what we got going on. What's going like? I want to understand you. I want to know your rules. What makes you happy? What's upset? Let's figure this out so we could just escalate. Because without people, you ain't shit, right? You need people to come to your parties to pay for them, right? So how you get right? How do you get them? Because you make one person happy that knows those 1,000 people. So you got to make him happy. What does it take for me and you to work out together? It's that simple. Everybody that wants to, like, obviously there's altercations in life. Anybody that tries to argue with me, I try to deflate it and be like, why are we arguing, bro? We're fucking grown men. I want to make money, eat, and smoke hookah. So how do we do that without arguing? What's the point? I really don't. I walk away. It's pointless. So I try to just, you know what I mean? There's a solution to fucking everything. It's no reason to make it difficult. You make life difficult. So I try not to do that with hookah in my business. I try to be myself.
You make it simple too.
It's not simple, bro. Like, yo, what the fuck? You want to really do more than you're like. People really like. For example, you getting robbed. That one time you got to rob somebody 150 times to come up with 1.5 million to really make a move. So why are you doing it? Why don't you just fucking eat shit? Because if you're gonna rob somebody 150 times to make 1.5 million, you have an 80% chance of doing 6-7 years, and they're gonna link you to the other fucking 10 of them, bro. So that 6 years you put into robbing 150, like that's what I don't understand, that type of mindset in anything, right? Why shortcuts lead to pay cuts? I was blessed with managers in the car business. They always told me two things. They always wrote on the back of my notepad that they gave me: greed with a frown face, and pay cuts lead to shortcuts. Shortcuts lead to pay cuts, because right, you're lessening the experience. You're taking away, right? So
It's like skipping from level 1 to level 13. How do you know what's in between?
people spend more money. Like when you go to a dealership, if the salesman makes you touch everything on the car, you're paying more. I'll tell you that right now, because you're gonna remember Bluetooth, fucking steering wheel that can shift, radio
Heated seats,
connection, heated
everything.
seats, massage. It drives. It goes into park. The
So
door
heated
lights up.
seat.
The mirror fucking hugs you. What these cars do now, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Appreciate people. I don't know.
yeah. No, I think these are all important points.
Lead
You know
with
what I
love,
mean?
man. Just lead with
Just
love.
love. That's why I think that's why everyone should. If everyone followed their passion and not tried to just make money, this world would be great. You know what I mean? He created scammers, right? You probably get sold fake shoes from time to time. I just got sold fake hookahs. It happens everywhere you go, right? It's like, what's the point? I'm not gonna go back to you.
The worst part is,
Like you just lost the
the
customer.
worst part is that when they sell you those fake hookahs, and they didn't know, or whether they did know, and they don't come back, you just lost a major connection. Like we have people that
Worth
out of
losing a connection for that.
out of probably like the tens of thousands of sneakers we've touched, we only bought about like 4 or 5 fakes. You know, but we
People
always
we know.
and the worst part
always
is
the people we know.
it's always the people that show the most love to us. It's always
the
this.
closest
it's always
people.
that. It's the closest people. And then when you tell them, yo, bro, these are fake.
I didn't know.
Oh, I didn't know. All right, well, can you come bring me the bread? Yeah. I'll bring it. And then
Never show
you
up.
never see them again.
And that's how much it costs to get rid of them.
Exactly.
That's it. This is
That's really what that is. Yes. So I see things like that. I see them as a payment of exit.
That's how my mom
Because what the
always
fuck
told
else am I gonna do? I'm gonna go chase down every single person. What am I, fucking John Wick? Like,
me. My mother always
my
told
back
me-
hurts, bro. Like, I
My
just
mother
fuck
always
it.
told me, she's like, if you owed me money and you should know better. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna ask you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You should know better. But if not, if you don't want to pay me, that's a ticket out of my life.
Yeah, that's it. Really, at that
That
point,
shows the
don't know.
value that you care for me. Because
Right.
as a friend or something, you're not gonna allow that to happen. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying? That shows you how much you value me. So I'm not wasting my
And that's the big thing with like the entrepreneurial life, is like your friends are trying to get the discount or the or like get that slide in or whatever.
Your biggest supporters are strangers.
Yo,
Bro.
1,000%.
I learned that over COVID like pretty
Yeah.
hard.
I got a review from a stranger, and I couldn't explain what I do better than he did. I was like, holy shit, I'm using this. Like, copyright. Like, I was like, I don't even, like, I was like, wow, you can explain hookah better than me. like how I cleaned it. He was very surprised that we clean. How fucked up is this? I had a customer surprised that we clean hookahs after every session. The fuck clubs you going to? That's disgusting.
I mean,
That's great. That I was like, what? He was
I
like,
just
wow,
want- I just
you
want
clean
you-
it after every session? I was like,
You're
yeah,
not
your
taking a shower
spit,
every day.
your spit's on it. You know what I mean?
yeah. You talking about like your percentage of fakes? I saw this post of a similar store in New England, does some consignment, does some gear, whatever. And that this person had, he made a post, like it was in like a Boston sneakerhead page that I joined when I was like 13 or something like that. I'm just still in. And they were talking about how they got some kicks that they bought to resell. Like they admitted, they're like, I was doing it fully to resell, but I bought it from them. They're, a reputable store,
place,
whatever, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Ended up being fake. And now I'm looking like the guy that sells fakes. And this guy was like, I've been reselling for 10 years. Like, this isn't my vibe, whatever. I apologize to anyone that was discussing with whatever. And in the comments, everyone was saying like, oh no, like that place like sells fakes. All like they like the people that check their shit, like they don't even know. Like they're like, oh, that place sucks. Like
They're responsible.
I've gotten fakes from them mad times. Like
Yeah, that's irresponsible.
That's no good.
I mean, but there's definitely like businesses like StockX who are getting millions of sneakers a day that they can't legit check everything, that there's fakes slipping through and people are buying a shoe off there and they get a fake.
are you guys the authenticators for your store, or do you have people
Yeah,
that
we
do it?
authenticate.
So we only buy on the weekends for that specific.
Oh, to manage
minimize-
the
exactly, to
yeah.
minimize.
Nice space, everything.
Oh wow.
It's
Does
the
they try to
easiest
flood
way
it through the week, or
Huh?
they flood the fakes through the week, or is
No,
that
no,
like-
No,
just in
just-
terms
just
of
Just to make sure you have the time
Control.
to focus on
Yeah,
it.
just for control wise.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like if it's like a friend that we know that's gonna come by, bring something, we'll buy it. It doesn't matter. But even then, we double.
You still got to
check
look at it.
We always
Like,
double
because
check
like you
it.
said, there's friends that act the nicest to us and end up giving us a fake. You know what I'm saying? So you got to check everything.
Yeah, that's completely irresponsible for like, and I can understand that because like for me personally, I've had like a lot of people like try to blackmail me, like me accidentally buying it. It's a human error, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, but my ratio is so low. It's like, I have the highest KD right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's so low. But like people would try to like oh you sold me a fake, or I'm gonna put you all over social media, bro. I don't give a fuck. Like go ahead, like you feel me? Like I'm telling you directly, like I apologize and everything. If you want to do that, that's on you. That just shows me your character at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
That doesn't really happen often. either,
It
though.
doesn't even
That doesn't
happen.
happen
It's
often
happened
to
probably
us.
like once in a blue moon, but like if you're constantly selling fakes, bro, it's like that's such a disrespect. Like imagine if I grab Mo's brand, right, and I put Mo Hookah and I put it on a hookah and I'm selling a bunch of bullshit glass. Now I'm tampering with his brand. It's like now you're tampering with Nike. You're tampering with all these big brands that have actually were in our position at one point when Nike first started. You know, Phil Knight was selling ASIC Tigers out his trunk.
Yep.
You know, and that's how the LD waffle came out.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? What did he do? People started selling fakes. Now they're suing China. That's why the whole War and Lotus thing happened, because like at the end of the day, even though you're trying to create art and pay homage to the Nike Dunk, at the end of the day,
They own rights to
They
that
own
shoe.
rights to that shoe because
Absolutely.
it took them like decades to create that shoe, and you just think you can just grab it and do your own thing. It's not cool. Try to do your own thing on the side. You know what I'm saying?
It's just the fact that like fakes have its own market and its own nowadays.
crazy.
Yeah, it's
Like,
true.
it-
It's
it's-
grown
has
so
its own-
much.
it's
Almost
so
bigger
big.
than that
There's
original.
there's nothing that will stop it. There's nothing that will stop it.
Yeah.
Bro, if you can't afford it, just don't buy it. Like, I hate that shit, bro. Like, if I'm over here sacrificing everything to not buy the freaking Travis Scott one that just came out, and I'm just like, you know what? The business is first. Business is first. And you got Joe Schmo over here buying a fake pair of Travis's, bro, for $20 on
Flexing it. Like
and
it's real.
flexing it like it's real, bro. I want to just strangle you, bro. Like, no bullshit. 'Cause, like, that makes no sense. Like I was asking. I want to ask her this question. Like, how many like girls or guys? Like, I know guys are getting their abs done now and shit like that.
Oh, that's a great fucking
like,
question.
like, how many people come up to you? And
Yo,
say,
Drake
"No,
got his abs done.
No, I'm
Drake?
like,
Yeah, you did.
Drake and Fresh Montana.
That's funny.
yeah, he did.
Yo, I looked into it. You know what I'm saying? It's real shit. It's real shit.
Yeah, it's true.
I was about to get mine done.
That's what I'm
last
saying.
Week, bro.
I'm gonna go to DR.
I'm gonna go to.
I'm gonna
But
come
then
back
when
looking
you-
like
but
Scrap.
When you touch
You really
it,
could get your abs done?
it's like
Nah, chill.
it's
Me,
like
that
puffy.
that
It's
shit's
like
washable.
jiggly. Oh, really? So they make it hard,
Yeah, I did.
or
it
do
last
they
week.
just suck the fat out of the and make lines?
Oh, I don't know. I gotta ask Drake.
Yeah.
You can't
I don't.
put muscle in there. Like,
Definitely a
Nah,
problem.
it's
No,
probably- it's probably like a
but you know how
fat.
like everyone has abs is just under fat. You know what I'm saying? So I guess if you
so they just take all the
probably,
fat out, and then they somehow.
and then the extra skin or whatever, probably tighten it all up and shit.
Oh wow.
No, but that's a great question. Like, so you as a trainer,
But you
seeing,
feel it on
But
the
you're not
inside.
healthy.
You feel the health on the inside, and that's what it's about. Number one, you know, like.
but because I think the BBL is getting mad normalized,
Oh my god.
super
I
normalized.
feel like a dime a dozen.
Everybody
Like,
goes
What's
to
your
the same
opinion on
doctor.
it, just in general?
I say to each their own. You know what I'm saying? But there's nothing like the real thing. Period. Just like you guys are saying, like there's nothing like the real thing. Like.
That's a pretty good answer.
But I feel like health is more than just looking a certain way. It's also how you feel, the extra boost of energy you have, the clarity in your mind that you get. There's so many more benefits to health than just being sexy, which I mean obviously is like a great one. But like it's just overall like there's like 10 to 20 different benefits to working out,
guys.
and looking good is just one of them, you know. So like.
Wait,
I mean,
what?
yeah, you can look good all day, but like, you know, like at the end of the day, it's how you feel inside, and you know, like,
Yeah,
and
there's more to it.
and how much energy you have, and all that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for me, it's like about longevity too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be around. Like, I want to be able to like chase my great grandkids.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
But I feel like there's so
So-
many girls who like they'll get a BBL and then all of a sudden they're in the gym every day doing like really like half-ass workouts and being like, this is how I got my
oh
body
yeah,
type
well
shit.
that's
you know what I mean?
just fake shit anyway. And you kind of
You feel me, right?
It's like you know the difference.
going to the
I
same
mean,
doctor.
you know the difference between a BBL and a real ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
For
most
example, I
time.
met a 75-year-old man.
Um,
Listen, bro, this dude is fucking jacked, okay? He juices, healthy, meditates, eats right, works out.
Right.
Nothing fake. And I'm going to make a very, funny comment, but his wife was like, yeah, I at one point I left him and I was cheating on him with a 25-year-old, right? And she's like,
Wow.
and he does me better than the 25-year-old. I
Wow.
went back to him. Like, that was mind-boggling to me, a 75-year-old man, like she's saying, you doing that, like, for
You
example.
taking care of yourself is such a like
Huge
the
thing.
highest form of respect you can give to yourself.
You're a temple.
You taking care of yourself, just giving yourself the best quality foods and the right amount of exercise, and just like honestly meditating, like being with yourself and your thoughts. A lot of people neglect so many healthy things. And before I got into becoming a trainer, I thought health was just working out and like taking supplements and eating right, but it goes like deeper than that. It's like a mind, body, soul connection. Like you need to be strong in all three forms. Yeah, you need to
Mind,
be
body, spirit.
like when you're right in all three levels, like you feel unstoppable, and just like you notice the difference, like the level up in your life and on all levels is just like insane.
Like Alan Watts said, meditating is important because simply, one, we're consistently talking, listening to people, just getting influenced by all that. Then on top of that, when we're not talking, when we're not being influenced by people, we're thinking, we're analyzing of situations. Oh shit, this could happen. I want this to happen. All these different things. So when you meditate and shut all of that off, you're in touch with what really reality is.
Spiritual
Right.
level.
Yeah,
On a spiritual
spiritual
really-
Everything
exercise.
comes
It's
from a
spiritual
spiritual level
exercise.
down.
Spiritual, you really got to be in touch
Yeah.
with reality, because there's so much more to life than what you realize, right? If you were to put a painting right there and stick your nose in it and ask the person, what do you see? He sees a few certain things, right? But if you stop, you back up, and then you look at the full painting, you treat life the same way, right? Stop, think, process, you know what I mean? And then sometimes just let it all go and let it come to you.
I feel like that's what makes business different too, having a spiritual connection in your business.
It's huge.
That's what some businesses lack, and I feel like you said, people come first. For him to even be thinking that, he's on a spiritual level. You know what I'm saying? People come first.
Because some
Because
people
without the
get into
people-
business to make money, and they're
Exactly.
missing the spirituality
Connection,
of like
exactly.
what it's about.
Money will come. Money's gonna come, right?
people.
If you do the right thing, money's gonna come because they're gonna be paying for the product. So if you sit there and think how much money I can make, you're already lost, right? Because numbers is a game. Bob Marley said it, right? Numbers are a game. It's no end game to them. If you're chasing numbers, that shit doesn't fucking end. At what point are you satisfied? What's the message? What's your goal? What are you trying to do? And to me, I just want everybody to smoke my hookah. And by doing it, I spread the love by understanding people and seeing what they're into and by bringing them into that conversation. And then they pay for it, right? I have a lot of people, old timers, that come to my lounge and they're like, fuck, $65 for a hookah with a free refill? Fuck you. I'm like, no problem. How much do you pay? They go, we pay $30 when we're out. No, well, I'm going to charge you $30. And I don't say nothing. I swear to God. And 100% of the time, they come back. They're like, come here.
Facts.
They're like, next time I'll pay $65. Because I explain to them why it's $65.
It's
I'm like, no
quality,
problem.
bitches, duh.
Exactly. So I explain them the quality, and I'm like, I'm
Quality
going to
over
still do it for $30 because I want you to try it and be comfortable at what you're used to spending. And they come 100% of the time they come back because they see I'm not there to make the money off of them. I'm paying more for the product that I'm giving you.
Yeah.
My expenses are more.
It's like, what do you want? 1 million friends or $1 million?
Correct.
1 million friends. Because
Yes.
I can ask each one of those friends for $1 and I have $1 million.
Boom.
Yeah, that's real shit.
Yeah. Really how it really is. It's crazy.
And now, so I want to open the floor to give each of you guys a chance to plug your businesses in full. I know we've talked about them kind of like too detailed to the point where like I don't even know people know where to follow you, where to find the brick and mortars, what products they should be able to buy. So please, individually, Sarah, you can start. Where can people find you, support you, any of that?
Okay, so here's all my plugins. So www.focusgainz.com. That's where you can order meal prep. You can buy the merch. You can book classes and book sessions. My Instagram handle, my personal one is Sarah is Focused. And then my business one is Focus at Focus Gainz.
With a Z?
Yeah, with a Z, yeah. I was in my ghetto phase when I came up with the naming. I was like in the hood, just like, the S is too boring.
Yeah. Wait, where you from, for real? Where you from, bro? You're from Lynn? Yeah. City of Sin, I got you. La Tienda?
About the way you came in.
AG.
So our website is just latiendashop.com, basically. And our Instagram is latienda shop as well. And
you can find our IGs in the bio of the store page. That's where we
personals.
put the owners and stuff like that.
It's a Gabi.
Toro Malley. Follow us there too. That's our brand in store.
And other like any pop-ups or anything coming up or anything that we should keep looking out for, or
the school drive. We have a school
we got
drive
a
on
school
Friday
drive this Friday
for the kids,
La
the
Bodega,
community.
you know what I'm saying?
Any kid who needs
100
back to school stuff, we're gonna be giving away
That's
free stuff.
awesome.
Trying to
dope.
give away like 500 plus like
If Mo
items
wants to
and
sponsor us, how you guys want to come in on this?
I'll definitely repost it for you guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Whatever you need.
Mo?
Bring in the hookah.
The
One
school
to
drive.
four.
Bring us some business cards.
1 to
'Cause you know
4,
what I'm
right?
saying.
Bring in the hookah
If
for
a
you
girl don't
guys.
fit in a dress,
2.
you know what? My man's not feeling good tonight for the club. I'm sending your way.
Mo, where can they find you?
So for social media on Snapchat, Instagram, and TikTok, you could find us at mo.hookah, HOOKAH. For location-wise, we're in Cambridge at 187 Hampshire Street. You could come smoke hookah, have beer, wine, and or champagne with some food. We do a lot of pop-ups with paint night on Tuesdays. We're going to be adding game night as well. And on Sundays, we'll be doing different barbecues and brunches. September 10th, we have a warehouse party. You could also find us if you're in Vegas. We're at 3101 West Sahara Ave, Las Vegas, Nevada. We're at Silhouettes in Rhode Island. We cater. You could buy tobacco off us, hookahs, lanyard tips, stoves, coals. We'll provide anything for your smoking needs. You could reach us on our website for any links to these on the Instagram and the buying for the events at www.mohookah.club.
Love it.
Mo's a legend.
I talk a lot.
You got a TikTok? I gotta get on that.
Yo, our TikTok
You
is
should.
funny.
How are you not on
You should
TikTok?
have
I
a
know.
TikTok.
You
I
should
know.
definitely be
I
on
go
TikTok.
viral overnight on
You should get a
Yeah,
leash.
literally.
You should get a leash and whip them on the
Oh,
TikTok.
okay.
Yeah. Well, I
Wait.
can have, like,
Is this
work
OnlyFans
out.
or TikTok?
Oh, I was like, what? I was like, what? No, but you could literally go viral overnight. Like
Yeah,
you
that'd be-
rang the gear with the
Yeah.
gun.
I don't even use TikTok. That's why I need to get on it. Though,
Yo,
'cause
the
everyone's
power of
like- it's
TikTok
like-
is
yeah.
wild. Like very wild.
He's famous on TikTok right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did one video on TikTok and it got like
What,
800
500,000,
views?
right? Which one? They got 500,000?
800K.
800K in a day.
Yeah, crazy.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It's like
There's
yo,
a lot of people on that platform.
yo. So listen like this, right? Tangent, but I'm going to a comedy show tomorrow. All right. I found the comedian on TikTok. He was just always popping up. And I guess just from like this, he just talked about shit that I guess I found funny. And I always like kept liking his photos. I mean, the videos and stuff. And I just found him funny. One day I'm watching one of his videos. He just like posts bits, like his funny jokes or whatever. And he at the end of the video, it's like tour dates, like coming to your city. And one of them said Boston. Oh. And I was like, oh shit, that's kind of cool. And then I just like go into the thing. And I was like, 15 bills. I was like,
Why not?
and now I'm going like all through TikTok. I don't know where he's like based on like LA or something, and like I found him through TikTok, and now I'm like gonna go see him. Like it's so powerful. Like
So
making one
I get
today.
I get reservations, and it's where did you find us? TikTok.
yeah,
It's like what?
you should be the
You
first
should
person out of
yes.
anyone here on
Yeah,
TikTok.
TikTok is powerful.
TikTok.
No, everyone tells me
TikTok.
that. And I'm like, I don't even have that. I
She
need
was,
like.
I remember you
need to
telling
get
me
on
like
that.
TikTok was getting too powerful, that they were trying to stop people.
Oh,
it
yeah, I
was
remember
scaling too.
that.
People
Yeah.
were people were getting famous too fast on that. app.
Yeah. Like kids that like don't know what to do with themselves. Like there's like 15-year-old kids that have like 1 million followers, like getting mad because once you reach like a certain like level, like you can just start making money off of like views, just pure views.
Starts to monetize.
Yeah, it starts to monetize. And so like for you, if like, oh my God, Sarah, oh my God.
that'd
You
be-
can do so much.
That'd be
You can do
crazy.
so much.
It's
Like you can do
a
your
10-year-old
workouts,
kid.
you can do your food,
You can do a
your
video with
outfits.
Tarzan or some shit.
You could go
Yeah,
live.
like you can go like once you build a following, then you can just like start selling your shit onto then oh Sarah, oh my
I know.
Yo,
I
you
gotta
guys should do a
it.
video.
You guys-
Power of
you guys
social media.
convinced
yeah,
me.
you should do a video.
You guys should do a
TikTok.
video where you're trying to teach him how to work out,
And
and,
I'm
he
smoking.
he can't stop smoking hookah.
He could be like, or maybe he takes the hookah and he can lift like
Oh, that's
more
a
weight.
fact.
Yeah.
Like the basketball guy, like the basketball guy. It's like Popeye. It's the hookah Popeye.
Fake weights. Fake
Nah,
weights.
that's fine.
Fake
God.
weights.
Yo,
It's a
that's
weak ass
mad.
bitch.
We gotta just do a collab. Just do a straight
Too much
collab.
sauce to the people.
Yo, that's mad funny. Yo, if you guys
Can
see
we
a
please do
random
this?
viral TikTok
Yes,
from
I'm
this,
down.
When?
crazy.
Say when. Like for you after this.
Do it right now. Do it right now.
And this will be hilarious.
huh? Yeah, and I'm just running in the background. Yeah. Oh my God, this is great. With the, I'll fucking die. I can't even smoke hookah sitting down, bro. Oh my God.
He's
What?
gonna be in his Crocs in the hookah.
Have you smoked my hookah?
Probably not. I don't think so.
No?
Cause like I just
you would
don't.
have remembered.
I just,
you
yeah.
don't.
I just like it's just like
Definitely would have.
like it's like everyone like because I'll DJ at hookah lounges and they're like yo and like one of the things is, like they'll give us a free hookah or whatever and I'll always just be like nah and they're like what I'm like
You look Dominican. Why not?
yeah no they're like are you not Latino and I'm like I don't know but maybe it's just because I need to try yours and maybe I'll get into it and
Yeah.
I need the best shit
Anytime.
yeah
September 10th. Or if you want to come.
yeah I'll probably be there
come to the lounge
I'll probably be there I'll pull up a scrap
anytime.
I remember it like it was yesterday when we met. We were literally in
When
the
we
back
met
of
at
the store.
At the back of your
At the-
store. Yeah.
Literally at the back of the store, I see Mo like setting up his tent. I'm like, oh, what's this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I pack a go. Let me see.
I
I go, oh shit.
Yeah. I had
And I called my
everybody-
cousin. My cousin's like, let me see your shit. Oh shit. And, like, you had like bro, a group of dudes just
Surrounded by
hogging the hookah. And I was like, yo, like, there's like 5 girls right there that want to hit.
Yeah,
And we're
bro,
like,
yo.
Oh, it's not my
Yeah,
bad.
bro. The
You know?
the
Yeah.
girls can't like the guys don't care anymore. Like they fuck off. Like I'm trying to hit the hookah, bro. Everybody want bro. Let me
That
tell
was
you
a good day, that
being the hookah chef at is the coolest thing ever. Right. So I have a rule. If you're on my fucking team, you sign an NDA and all you say is I serve hookah. It's a rule. Anybody ask you about any party we go to, anything that we do, all you say is I serve hookah. Because being the hookah chef, you get to be in the coolest and funniest fucking situations. No one cares around the hookah chef. I don't know how to explain it. It's like if you had a bunch of rich billionaires in a room and they hired the French maids to be there and they just do whatever around them. That's kind of like us. We end up at these parties and we're just like, holy shit, right? And it's just been just a journey getting to see these things. So it's pretty funny.
Lit.
I'm going to have to try her meal preps though, because
Oh yeah.
I know.
you know, saying that pizza ain't doing justice right now, man.
And I'm actually I rent out Mondo's gym
Mondo's?
in Malden on Washington Street.
Why I didn't know that. I heard
So-
that before.
So I do my group classes there like every Wednesday 5:30 and Sunday 10 a.m.
see this is the shit you should
So
be plugging
you
Sarah
guys should come work out.
Imagine
Come
that on
work out.
TikTok.
Sarah! God damn it!
Wait, what's Twitch?
Twitch.
Is that like another thing? Where you,
Twitch
like,
is streaming.
Oh, Twitch, yeah.
Twitch is live streaming.
I think gamers.
I think Twitch is like more for gaming and stuff.
That's what it was like
but it's
big
scaling.
for, but it's been like with
So
COVID,
hold
it's
on.
scaled a lot. You could do like, you could stream your workouts and like have people from like all around the world do it, and then like they can like donate tips and stuff like that.
She's better off setting up like a subscription plan.
Yeah, you're
Showing
you're
people,
better
like-
off
Like,
like
the question
Yeah.
is, how do you
Stages of
build up
P90X.
that audience?
Oh, it's like word of mouth,
What
very
you
word of
should do
mouth.
is
Yeah.
that if you get 1,000 followers on TikTok, you could go live, and he was showing me that you could get tokens. So they're like bartenders will be bartending, and they'll be like, oh, if you could make the drink faster. And
Yeah,
you
like
get a tip.
DJs
So
like
you could
DJs will go
up.
live on TikTok and just like talk to like people, and then they'll be like, "Oh, play this," and you're like, "Okay," and then like we'll just play it. Like, get on TikTok, Sarah.
Okay.
Get on it
You
tonight.
convinced me.
Or even
Literally make.
subscription-based
You probably
too.
have some video that you already have made.
I have a TikTok that I was like during quarantine. I like made videos, but then like I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Trust me.
You already make a lot of videos and everything.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I do, yeah.
So just
do it
literally just
anyway.
post them. Literally just start posting them, and
No, it's
like one's gonna
definitely
pop
worth
off.
No,
Like,
but
Have
really,
you ever
can
thought
we
about
make
doing
one?
like courses?
Courses?
Yeah, like showing people like I know if we ever go back into quarantine and stuff like that. Like, have you ever thought about like showing people like just online how to do your workouts and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, I was doing Zoom workouts. I had to scale my business. So when the gym shut down, I moved everything to Zoom. And then when outdoors opened, I was in the parks and doing Zoom at the same time. So yeah. And I was doing like challenges. So like 30-day challenges with like cash prize, supplement prizes and stuff like that.
I'm gonna fuck with
So-
you, Sarah.
Write a book.
I'm gonna fuck
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna get right.
I do. I have ebooks.
Hey.
I have like 3 books.
Gotta keep plugging them in.
What don't you do? You want
Oh,
to work with Hookah?
One-stop shop.
Wanna get a hookah
I feel
job?
like it's a little conflicting, but I don't know.
Hookah gives you powers.
Yeah.
Watch when we do the TikTok.
We gotta do TikTok.
Yo, this has to happen. I love that this is happening now. I love the collab. I love this. Oh my god! But I mean, it's been amazing to have you guys. Been great to meet you guys and just talk about y'all's businesses. I'm glad you're able to talk about your experiences and plug and everything like that. Any last words from anyone? before I wrap this up?
What do you do? Let's ask you some questions.
Yeah, what do you do?
What's your
What's your
experience
job?
like in your journey?
So DJ is the main thing, I guess. Podcast, we developed this last September over COVID. Shout out Phil and Tim and Nato and George and the team, the dope team, Gabe. We were the first nightlife based podcast in Boston. Now there's like 5. I mean, do with that information with what you want, I guess. Yeah, I mean, with this podcast specifically, like, just at least on the local level, I just kind of pull the curtain back a little bit, and we've had promoters here, Bottle Girls here, other DJs from other states comparing, like, especially mid COVID, like we had a DC DJ on, and we are just like, what's the difference? The difference is on like people being closed or whatever. We had Uzi Vert's DJ here, and just talked about XR tour life type shit. You know what I mean? So just getting those conversations out, and because like DJing and nightlife is such a thing, like this weird thing where like if you're not in it, you really have no idea like how things go down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so like Scrap was on it once, and just talking about maneuvering through nightlife, whether it's the local level in Boston or like going international or just on a national level, how things change. Awesome. So that's kind of what we've been doing here, and then obviously again like different entrepreneurs. We've had Hennessy Rob, the key account holder for Team Hennessy in Boston. He was on and just talking about all that stuff and the opportunities there. We've had some good guests. We've done okay.
How many episodes have you done? You said
This is 38.
38.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you've been busy.
Yeah. So we do this and it's been cool. Yeah, I mean, we post the videos on YouTube, but mostly like most of the listens come through like on Spotify and all that shit. And it's been cool. I mean, like obviously a lot of like nerdy DJ stuff goes on, and like a lot of our listeners are DJs, but like there's some people that like just go out and they're just like either just like hearing about y'all's experiences and what goes on. And I think like learning about hookah and stuff like that. So when they go to a hookah spot, they like kind of compare and kind of like know what's going on. And like if they stop by your spot, they can kind of they'll see you guys, but also like hear how you guys come up. And then seeing just all the different opportunities that come through fitness and kind of your perspective as a personal trainer, I think is really, really dope. I think having this entrepreneurs open table is really, really cool, and how different you guys are and how different you guys approach your businesses. But the thing that's common is like your passion in it, which I think is really, really dope. And I think that's been like the main thing that's come out of this one that I think people will take away.
Appreciate you allowing us a platform, allowing us a platform to even do this, you know? So.
Word. Yeah, no, I appreciate you guys. And so this will probably drop next week. I'll share it out with you guys, and y'all can share with whoever. And good luck in all your endeavors, and
Likewise,
keep making good business and some good money.
God bless, bro.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Thank you.
As always, follow all the guests. If you need to rewind and see where to find them, please do. As always, follow But I Know the DJ on Instagram. Follow Dope Entertainment Official on Instagram. Follow me at Give Me Snacks on Instagram. And we'll see you next time.